Hello, welcome to On This Day in Brattleboro Vermont's history. I'm your host, Bob Conelius. Today's topic will be the first steel bridge from Brattleboro to the island, washed away by high water and ice March 28, 1920. Saturday, March 28, 1920, the Hinsdale Bridge between Brattleboro and the island collapsed into the Connecticut River. The winter had produced a great deal of snow, a warm spell caused a quick melt, and 8 to 10 inches of ice was still on the river. Conelius Flanigan, a resident of the island, lost his life in view of many shocked bystanders when the bridge spanning the Connecticut River was lifted off its foundation by ice. At 5 o'clock, an ice jam at East Putney broke away, snapping off trees on the riverbanks as though they were toothpicks. The river here in Brattleboro began filling as the ice arrived. With the water higher than ever, the ice was grinding and pounding against the steel bridge with a rumble and a roar. Conelius Flanigan came out of the Hoadley restaurant and told Sheriff Frank Wellman, standing guard at the bridge, he was going to his home on the island. Wellman told him the bridge was probably going to go out and not to cross. The bridge had sprung 2 feet to the south. Flanigan started crossing the bridge, heeding warnings to come back due to the hazardous situation, too dangerous for anyone to go after him. He was halfway across and realized how bad the bridge was and started back to the Vermont side. At this time, the bridge was heaving, and people were calling for him to hurry. At first, he walked leisurely but increased his speed. He was 10 feet from the Vermont shore when the bridge collapsed, flipped over, and curbed him to his death under the surging ice. Mr. Flanigan was a 70-year-old lifetime resident of Brattleboro. Water and ice combined in destruction of property of $250,000. The bridge opened in 1903. Built by the United States Construction Company at the cost of $43,000. Brattleboro paid 3/4 and Hinsdale paid 1/4 of the cost. The accepted bid was $35,000, but cost rose due to the stonework of raising the abutment 6 feet. According to the contract, provisions were made for railroad track. At the time, there was a possibility the street railway would extend to Hinsdale, New Hampshire and Northfield, Massachusetts. The bridge now rests at the bottom of the Connecticut River upside down, just south of where it was swept away. I got certified in scuba in 1988. I was a diver for the Brattleboro Fire Department dive team for 23 years. I have been on the bridge many times. It is one of my favorite dive sites. Prior to 2019, parts of the bridge were just feet below the surface. In 2019, the structure collapsed. This is your host, Bob Conelius. Thank you for watching this episode of This Day in Brattleboro Vermont History. Photos and information courtesy of the Brattleboro Vermont Historical Society and newspapers.com. The Brattleboro Historical Society is located on the 3rd floor Municipal Building, Suite 301. Hours are Thursdays 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 10 a.m. to 12 noon. The Brattleboro Historical Society has a Facebook page, and you can visit the website at bhs802.org.